Worried about the future of the North within the Federation, prominent political heavyweights in the region have come together in Abuja, Nigeria's capital, to forge a new path and find answers to many of the political and economic challenges facing the entire region. They go by the name League of Northern Democrats. Leading the group is a former Minister of Education and two-term Governor of Kano State, Ibrahim Shekarau. Others in the league are former federal lawmakers, former ministers, and ex-top military brass. Their quest for a better and more prosperous future for the North comes barely 1.5 years into a tough time with President Bola Tinubu from the south of the country in charge. The League of Northern Democrats, with spread across 19 states in the North, is disillusioned about the state of affairs in the region, which they blame largely on the kind of political leadership that have overseen the affairs of the region. The North has over the years been troubled by a massive scale of insecurity, especially by insurgency, banditry, and relentless clashes between herders and farmers, leaving in its wake an unprecedented humanitarian crisis.
Our people in the North Central can no longer go to their farms. Northeast cannot go to the farm. Northwest cannot go to the farm. So our vast land will now be left uncultivated because of insecurity.
Compared to other regions, and despite its cream of world-acclaimed experts, many of whom are in the group, the North has continued to lag behind in education, accounting for an army of roughly 12 million out-of-school children in Nigeria. All around is a swirl of lamentation, with some in the League of Northern Democrats believing that the region is at the moment holding the shortest end of the stick in the scheme of things in Nigeria, and in a manner that has made it a laughing stock despite its vast human and natural resources.
Northern Nigeria is having the side of the stick in the Nigeria enterprise. Despite its large population, despite its hold on to power, despite of everything, we have a short stick of it. So the League of Northern Democrats is a faction of the elites of the North.
We feel strongly that the North chunked out over 63.3% of total vote cast in favor of the current administration, and we believe that the North also could have been compensated.
But to change the narrative, the political group is working to develop new strategies with a new vision that will propel meaningful development in the region. But it must first put its house in order, collapse the fault lines of religion, ethnicity, and politics that have made it difficult in recent time to maintain a common ground.
We thought the issue of unity of any community is very important. People have to come together to accept the need to go to work together, put aside any differences, ethnic, religious, diversity, and almost every other thing. We need to understand that we need to survive as a people.
A committee will see to these efforts at mending fences, and another will work on the elements of social reorientation of the people, especially on how to vote in future elections and demand accountability from their elected representatives.
We've come together to analyze and review the problems bedeviling the northern part of Nigeria. And we felt we need to come up with possible strategies to improve on the following areas. We said we need to embark on the strategy of general societal reorientation.
The group is also seeking to reach out to a wider spectrum of elected northern office holders and government appointees, especially the state governors and federal lawmakers, to buy into its overall objectives ahead of a planned mega summit of who is who in the North before the end of the year in Kaduna. In charting a new vision for the North, the League of Northern Democrats hope a strategic document, when completed, will be sufficient to end the current lamentations and restore to the North a deserving pride of place in Nigeria's scheme of things. Omo Bazwai, Arise News.